Yes, people. Second live stream of the day. I had to get Carefree G on. He has been on my channel for about a week, and he promised me he'll come on today. So here
Damn
we
right.
are.
What are you saying,
How
bro?
are you?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
It's been another busy day, but there's literally next to nothing to do in this lockdown, so I'm just going to keep pouring out streams as much as I can do. So glad to be on here. Week's been dead. I've been getting bantered by all sorts of rival fans today.
I know what
But
you
it's
mean.
cup weekend, so at least Chelsea don't get to embarrass us in the league for another few days.
You never know, fam. You never know. Which we're talking about soon anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Tomori has been announced that he's joined AC Milan on loan. There is an option to buy free in the contract as well, G. So I want to hear your thoughts straight away on that, man, because I'm a bit disappointed.
So here's the thing. First thing I'll say is no one can try and blame Frank Lampard for us actually being for us actually putting the options behind Fikayo Tomori because that's not really his fault. He ain't really the one that decides anything like that. That's the board. That's probably
Yeah.
part of negotiations for a 6 month deal and everything like that. But it's weird. It's weird because partly, if you're going to look at the reasons for this whole loan deal, you could even pin some of the blame on Tomori because he really could have just taken a loan deal in the summer. And then we wouldn't even have the situation right now where there's a lack of game time because even if he had more game time, he still wouldn't be having as much game time as he would have if he went on loan to another club. So it's like, I get why you stayed here, but why did you stay here when you knew you weren't going to get a level of game time that you're going to be happy with? Granted, even with the amount of game time that he's had, it's been a dead amount of game time for him. He hasn't even had a full 90 minutes on the pitch this
No,
entire
100. I
season.
was gonna say that he probably thought he can fight his way back to, innit? You know, you'd
Yeah, but
want.
also the same way Antonio Rudiger said the exact same thing at deadline day, and he's a more senior player. And with Fikayo Tomori barely playing for us anyway towards the back end of last season, I don't see why he would have stayed and thought he would get a decent amount of game time. Fair play if you believe in your abilities like that, and there's no reason not to. I mean, Paolo Maldini's literally co-signed this guy and said that he rates the guy as a player. So, of course, believe in your source and everything like that, but also have a bit of realism about it. You weren't going to
No,
get the game time you wanted, so why were you still here, man? To take the one-season loan deal at a Premier League club, go get the experience. There's two different ways to look at it, but same way option to buy doesn't look positive for us,
yeah.
especially if he falls out AC Milan, a top club in Italy, compared to us, a top club in England that's barely going to play him. So if that works out for him, if Lampard's still in the job by the end of those 6 months too, yeah, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back.
Fam, listen, the fee anyway is a good fee for him. I believe
Mm.
it's a good fee at the moment. But yeah, Wayne, thank you for the donation already, man. As
Big
always,
up,
please
Wayne.
smash the like button, people. The likes help out this channel so much. How many likes to go bold, Lewis? Me and you, man. How many likes?
3,000.
Three
No,
thousand likes to
10,000.
go. Trust
10,000.
me, trust me.
There's no way in hell, man. Coming looking like the Black Anthony Taylor. I'm good.
Fam, Kai Havertz, you know, Dean Jones was speaking to Simon Phillips on his podcast, and he
Mm.
said that the signing of Kai Havertz was a bold signing, bro. And obviously, Lampard was in agreement for him, but it wasn't a Lampard signing. You know, what's your take on that? I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean,
kind of
out
the
of all
first
the
time.
signings that we have, Kai Havertz seemed the one that I won't say made the least sense because he's a generational talent, and if there's a player there of that quality that you can get, you go and get him. But same way, I don't think it was a Lampard signing initially anyway because we just went for Ziyech, we just went for Werner, and no one was saying the midfield was a problem going into the end of last season. The midfield was the strongest part of our team,
Yeah, yeah,
so we didn't need that. But same way, he is a generational midfielder that is multi-talented. You can find a way to make him work. You can find a way to get the system to play to his best benefit. We haven't been doing that. That's partly on Lampard as well. You got a player of that quality, you got a squad of this quality, you should be able to make him work. You should be able to
yeah.
find a way to at least get two of the four players working. But out of all of our new signings, the best ones have been in the defence. None of our attacking signings are shone. Granted, Ziyech is only because he's been injured for so long. Like I
Yeah.
can't blame him too much for that. Timo Werner, though, it's clear that his system doesn't work for him. It's clear the system doesn't work for Kai Havertz because both of the ex-managers have come out and said this system doesn't play to their strengths, and they've both
Trust.
come out and they've undermined our manager straight up.
Yeah. I mean, look, let the viewers know what you're eating, bro.
Oh, chicken curry, man. I haven't had a
Oh, you're on
minute
curry.
since I started streaming. Yeah, chicken curry's nice, man. My dad makes a good dinner. I can't lie. Every time
Man.
my dad's food slaps.
I rate that. I rate that. I rate that. Um, listen, there is a question on here for both of us. Declan Rice price tag has been reduced to
Hmm.
50 million. Apparently, these are the latest reports today. Today, come on, the last hour or two, basically. I didn't even put it on my
Really?
title. That was gonna be
I haven't
another
even
video for
seen
me.
that.
Huh?
I haven't even seen that. I need to have a
Yeah,
look at that.
it's recent. I just seen it on one of the fan pages as well. I'll bring it up as well. Let
That
me
is
read it
mad.
out.
Um,
I
oh,
mean, they
you
don't
bring.
have. Yeah, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up. Give me a sec.
Yeah, let me have a look at this.
Yeah, hang on. Okay. Share my screen. Man's new to this, innit? Allow me.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't mind. Even though we're trying to see it anyway, so I don't care too much. Hmm. Let me see
Yeah,
this.
this is all new to me. What the fuck? Oh, here it is. All right, cool,
Hmm.
cool, cool. I'm gonna see it now. I don't know if you can see it because my screen's changed. I'm looking at it from Absolute Chelsea. I'm sure it's come up now.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the retweet, and it's another source saying West Ham will not sell Declan Rice for that little of a fee.
Yeah, the original one came from 90-minute football. They expect to lower the demands for the target and may settle for the 50 million mark. That came
But
out.
what's causing them to lower their demands? Because they literally just sold Haller for 25 million.
Trust me. And then obviously, ex West Ham employee came out saying West Ham will not sell him for 50 million. So probably just a bit higher or something, fam. But that's what was coming out 8 hours ago, and then clarified 3 hours ago, basically. So I don't know how much we'll spend on this guy if we were meant to be getting him,
Mm.
but 50 mil would be alright, no?
50 mil, I back that. 50, yeah, around that fee was cool. The 50 million mark was a minimum for it. But 80 million or something, that's the only one where I don't rate because you can get a similar quality DM or even better quality DM for a cheaper price. You're talking about your Zacharias, your Samaris. So you
Yeah.
don't need a Rice. And I also think if Frank Lampard leaves, we aren't getting Rice anyway. Because whatever manager will just look at 80 million and go, nah, next, I'll find another option. And they'll find something more versatile. Now, Frank Lampard wants Rice because that's his perfect type of DM. Although I do feel like that's a bit stubborn from him. Because remember, we were in for Thomas Partey in the last couple hours of the transfer window as well.
Yeah.
But we said
Yeah.
no to Partey because he didn't fit the Lampard mold of a DM. Too much of a ball carrier for him, isn't it?
That's
So
what I
we need a
mean.
manager that's more versatile, and then maybe we can look at better signings. The one thing I will rate about Lampard is the pull power, because he was the one that's got half of the signings that we wanted across the door anyway, and they said Lampard was a big reason for it.
Yeah. I mean that is a turning point. I know we all both of us spoke about in many streams that if Lampard was to go, it's a success. The first season he came here, Champions
Exactly.
League football, not overachieved. He done well in my opinion, but in terms of the signings, as well, he changed it. He changed the game for us. So
Mm.
overall, I'm happy for him, but I do feel the job might be too big for him. And I'm sure you saw the press conference now. I know you woke up late, but you probably saw
The
bits
stuff
of
with
it.
Lampard and Liam of the Athletic.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the first
Mm.
time I've seen him bite basically this season. And usually he's blaming players, and now he's going at media, fam. And it was a bit deep. It was a bit deep from Liam. I'm not gonna lie to you. What he said about how I'm gonna tell my kids about Havertz not passing, that was a bit peak. I'm not gonna lie.
What he
I
said? What
wasn't.
did he say?
He was like, yeah. The description on the tweet was like, how I'm gonna tell my kids that Kai Havertz didn't pass the ball right there, and it shows a picture of him not
Mm.
passing it like a through ball, basically.
Oh, was
It's a
that
bit of a
tweet from Liam?
violation. Sorry?
Was that tweet from Liam about
Yeah,
Havertz?
it was a tweet. I don't know if it's been deleted or not, but fam, that's what I think he
Let me
was
have a look.
referring to. And also, Lampard was talking about players and obviously staff looking at these type of articles and stuff. So they must know our YouTube channels. They must be watching some of our streams and that. This is
Oh yeah, I've seen it now. I can put it up here as well.
this is serious, man. This is serious.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, let me put it up. It's a
Yeah, so
bit
that's the
peak.
thing that he's talking. It's
It's a
not.
bit peak.
It's not that deep. if I'm being
Come on,
honest.
you can't violate like that, fam.
Nah, you see that all the time on Twitter, though. Why?
But
Because now it's
from
a
a
bigger name
journalist,
doing it.
from a journalist,
Well, that's the thing. Why? Because it's a bigger name that we're now trying to hold them more accountable. Gonna do that. Hold every other Abbey account accountable as well.
oh, well, he's a journalist, G man. People pay to read those kind of things, bro. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't
half
want
the
to pay.
time we talk about journalists, we complain that they just go around the subject without actually hitting any key points.
Yeah,
But
I
I
mean,
actually don't think Liam's done much wrong. If we beat Man City, there would have been a much more positive article that got put up, or a re-amended one. But we lost. So of course it's going to be another negative one. We hadn't won a league. We'd had one league win in our last 6 or 7 games by that point. And that was a West Ham result that no one rated anyway. So of course it's going to be a negative vibe. Like it's the same thing with fan media and everything. Most of our content is negative right now because it's a negative feeling around the club and the form's negative. If we were all positive, there'd be positive articles, just like when we were winning and the article were producing positive articles as well then. Like about how Reece James is potentially playing like the best right back in the league, like I always keep saying. There's optimistic articles that come out, but of course, as well, when you play badly, they're going to say bad things as well. Lampard, the only explanation I can give that I could accept from him is if he's saying he's doing that to try and build that siege mentality sort of thing that Mourinho would do.
yeah, yeah,
That's the only way I can rate it. If not, then he's just biting for no reason. He's just
yeah.
massively rattled. And the pressure's just getting to him even more, and it's being clearer to notice. It's one or the other.
100%, man. We've got donation from Justice, $5. Big
Fuck,
up
man.
myself, Lewis. Give me Zakaria. Let Haaland go to Madrid. Mina's a pain in the arse to deal with. Defense brings us trophies. I was going to say Haaland had 2 goals tonight. I don't know if he scored any
Yeah,
more
I was
goals, but
watching some of the game.
they lost 4-2, I think.
They're another team that's dead in the transition, just like us.
Fam,
Can't keep their defense closed to save their eyes.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know where they are in the league. They're probably top 4, surely. But
Nah, they've had a bad season, to be honest.
serious.
Yeah,
That's
I could have
peak
a look
still.
now, but they've had a bad season.
That's peak, man. Bayern Munich can't be first, though. I swear they were doing average as well.
Bayern are first. Dortmund are 5th.
Right.
Dortmund have lost 7 games, you know.
That's at Chelsea, you know?
Yeah, they've won 9, drawn 2, and lost 7. That is bad.
Yeah. Kozilla, we need a serious manager to get out of the hood. Big up the man, big up.
Big up, Cos.
What manager you want to see come in, man? And I asked
I'm not
Monster
sure.
about
Yeah,
his.
he's another vocal one, though. He'd have a lot of names for you.
I want to see that.
Hey,
I
Cos, if
asked.
you're about, I'd say bounce him on too if you're on that.
I
Because he's
don't know
one of
who
the
it is. Who
regulars
is
on
it?
my phone. Him. He's one of the regulars on
Oh,
my phone.
cool. Yeah. Have you got him on Twitter or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, drop him the link if he's on it, man. Just drop it because I haven't got him
Well,
in it.
WhatsApp it to me, please, because I can't pull the link out from Twitter.
Yo, how'd you get it the quickest way to your phone?
Oh, no. Twitter's fine for me to get on the laptop, but I can't copy your link from there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking how am I gonna copy it on the phone, fam?
Actually, to be honest, this link should be fine anyway.
Yeah, drop it. Jody Morris, man. I asked Monster earlier about Jody Morris. What does he actually do at Chelsea, fam?
I'm not sure. Man's the assistant manager, which I don't know about his specific roles, you know. But I know because he used to be a youth team head coach, he's got to be doing something. He's got to be close to half the players in the squad anyway. But if you're going to ask me what his specific role is, I ain't got a fucking clue what he does.
I'm not dissing Jody Morris. I'm just
No,
asking.
neither am I. Jody Morris watches Bluesfanstv on the regular, so big up.
Yeah,
Same
exactly.
way, I
Like
can't tell you what his roles and
he's
responsibilities
one
are.
of the fans, man. He is one of the fans as well. He does back it. He does back the magazines. Only a pound as well. I rate that. I'm just genuinely asking Suvcam, man. Don't think I'm dissing him, bro. I'm not like that. There are also reports saying that Tuchel might come in as an interim and then let him go at the end of the season and then get a manager like Nagelsmann.
From what I've heard, the club don't even want Tuchel.
But reports from Dean Jones came out today, G, about Tuchel as a number 1 shortlist, fam. This is what I mean. I'm hearing reports left, right, centre, fam.
Different things from my sources, but
Oh, what else was saying?
just that we ain't interested in Tuchel and we're keeping Lampard until a decent option pops up. So it means he'll probably be here till the end of the season anyway. So, firstly, everyone who's talking about a manager, we got to be patient anyway because no one's coming.
Well, so
If
you're
you
saying
like it or not.
if we go bottom 10, then it's peak.
If we go bottom 10, it is peak, but that'll probably be the only thing that pushes them if our form continues to dip. But as of right now, Lampard's still staying till the end of the season.
Right, man. I really want Allegri as well, man, but I don't think he's gonna come at all, fam.
No, Allegri would be another transitional season because we'd have to go back to defensive football.
Yeah. What do you think of Riyad Shed's new ban on the ground and Frank saying loves to fall? This guy, he wants bites, fam. I think I recognize who it is. It's been a while since he's been on the stream. He must be watching a long time. It's good, man. It's good. You know, I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. Like, it's
I've
good
got
that
nothing against it. I would have loved the same energy for previous managers, but I'll sit there and say they might have turned over a new leaf. Even though it's probably not that true. But I'll always appreciate support for the manager regardless. You can be vocally Lampard out. You can be vocally Lampard in. Just a bit of respect on either side would do us a world of good. But yeah, big up. I'm glad Lampard likes the ban. He likes support, and we'll actually get to see it now because I was worried he wouldn't get to see it in the first place. But yeah, I like it. But again, same energy for all managers, please. And I'd like it a lot more.
even if you're not a Chelsea man.
Ha! That said sources catch up. I hope I'm wrong because I would back Tuchel. I've got nothing against him as a manager. I think he's a very flexible manager that would suit the team well. I just don't think it's happening.
If Frank makes it to the summer and he's sacked, it must be naglesmann. Yeah, I think that's what probably everyone wants deep down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm happy with Tuchel. Not Tuchel. Sorry, I'm happy with Allegri or naglesmann personally. I just want Tuchel at the club. That's all I want, guys, man. I don't really mind who stays in.
Here's the thing we gotta remember though: just because we want Nagelsmann doesn't mean we'll get him.
Nah. Why would he move?
We're all just talking about let's go get Nagelsmann in the summer, bruv. We ain't just because we spend money like that doesn't mean we always get what we want. It's a good chance he doesn't come to join us. It might stay at Leipzig and continue building his project for all you know. He's got a good squad there, so we can't just sit there. You can't just sit there and think he's going to come to us.
Yeah, money don't always win in the end, innit? He's probably happy there. Alright, so let's see this Morris thing, man. Morris liked a post saying that the players are not playing for the manager and not giving everything. I think something like that, unless I'm wrong. I saw something like that on Instagram, but I don't look into these things too much, man. Mm-hmm. I don't. Just because he liked it doesn't. Maybe he liked the photo, fam. You don't read the caption sometimes. You just like the photo. Just to keep
it's literally just guy liked a photo. It's just what we were doing that. Messi followed us on Instagram, but he still didn't sign for us.
Messi, man, Messi. Those are the days.
It don't mean it. It's just trying to look at too much stuff and getting a story out of it. It's not there.
Yeah. Imagine we lose to Luton, fam. Is the game tomorrow on Sunday? I haven't even checked.
I swear it's Sunday.
Oh, that's so dead. That's actually so dead.
Yes, Sunday.
What time?
It's a 12 o'clock kickoff.
12.
You know me and 12 p.m. kickoff.
You might as well stay awake, fam.
Yeah, fuck all of that. Wait, is my mic not even in? For fuck's sake, man.
It is.
You hear me?
Yeah, it's calm.
Wait,
I can hear myself now.
Calm as well.
I can hear myself though.
Well, you can hear through here.
Yeah, it's breaking up. I think a little bit.
What the fuck? Wait, so I took this out and it was better.
Yeah, it was better like that. Yeah. I can't hear you.
You didn't hear any whirring sounds or anything like that?
Nah, it was calm still. It was calm.
What the fuck, man? That was bugging out.
Sunday, BBC One, 12 p.m. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's a bit of a madness.
That's going to be such a dead game, dude. I don't know how you're going to do a live watch along for that game, bro.
Energy drinks. That's why. Lucozade.
Oh, Lucozade.
Long way through it.
If we lose to Luton, do you think he'll get the sack?
Maybe. But same way, is the FA Cup that important to our season overall? Now we care about the Premier League and the Champions League more.
Champions League, you never know, man. We might just turn up and do something. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's just based on that luck.
Nah, that Atletico Madrid game, I can't be bothered for it, to be honest. Actually, can't be asked for it because we need to be clinical in that game, and we aren't clinical. We barely even create chances for ourselves. They'll say, it's the deepest flop in history, and then we're gonna stink on the transitions when they counter attack. I'm not confident for it, man.
You really never know. I don't know. Champions League, you just get a different feeling, bro. Like, you remember Conte's second season, yeah, and we were doing badly, and then we played Barca, and we should have won that game at home.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that game? That game was
that's the
lit.
key word, though. Should have.
Yeah, should have.
Our team won at that level. Willian hit the post twice.
That was peak. That was probably his best game for Chelsea.
He had a good month or two after that, and he was just shit again for the next year and a half.
Yeah. I mean, look, Willian, fam. Maybe that's why Frank Lampard wanted Willian at Chelsea still with a 2-year deal for the tracking back and all that stuff. Because
he don't even track back anymore. Like, he's useless. I've said for years, even when he was at Chelsea, he's useless.
No, at tracking back, he was alright though. He had a bit of work rate, no?
That's all he was, a track back and ball progression merchant. That's it. End product stunk every time. His corners stunk. When you actually get down to it, what did Willian do much other than track back?
Why
he didn't have his left was because our attack stunk, and because half the reason why was because Willian was the one stinking up the attack.
Fam, most man told me that he saved us from relegation.
That 15-16 season is the biggest false image ever. I swear all of his goals that season in the Premier League amounted to 1 point.
Bro, it was like free kicks as well, dude. Like, he didn't do jack.
Yeah, but I don't care too much about that because it didn't win us any games. He single-handedly didn't win us a single match that season.
I mean, look,
I'm player of the year. For what? Because of a few free kicks. It could have gone to Costa or Azpilicueta, in my opinion.
Bruv, that team, I don't know. I don't want to look back at it too much. Who was there? Pato, innit? Pato with a back heel. He nearly scored that goal.
I rate Pato, though. He didn't have a lot of chances at Chelsea. I can't lie.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was just slating him off, dude. Like,
yeah, but he didn't even play for us more than 2 games. It's like, what's even the point of slating him?
That's how it was though back in those days. Well, people just slate. That's the start of Twitter, by the way, for everyone. By the way, that's when we all jumped on social media. Really, that era when Mourinho got sacked, that's when it changed. But interesting times, man. Look, we spoke about Declan Rice, spoke about Tomori, spoke about basically nearly everything. We've been speaking about these topics every day, G. Like, I'm sure we get bored of it. But
yeah, we knew there weren't going to be any big transfer activity going into this game.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've got a question here which I don't think we'll answer. Top 10 favorite Chelsea goals. I think that's for another day, fam. I want to keep that for another day.
That's definitely another content idea.
Strong lineup against Luton.
I hope not. We got Wolves in 3 days, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, it's 3 days, isn't it? I forgot. Yeah. No, wait, it's not 3 days. It's Friday.
No, it's Wednesday.
You told me Friday in the last stream.
Friday for Wolves. No, Wednesday, 6 o'clock.
Brother, are you sure? 6 o'clock on a Wednesday?
Bro, I'm looking at it now.
It can't be Champions League, fam. 6 o'clock like Russia, fam. What?
Yeah,
are you sure?
Kickoff. Will be the early kickoff, and then a couple other teams will play at 8 o'clock, won't they?
Oh my days, that is so. All right, cool. Listen, definitely.
Yeah, no big squads. I swear down, man. It don't make sense. Like, rotate everybody and fucking give Gilmore a game because you haven't done it the last week, and he deserves it. He's better than Jorginho is.
Jorginho, Wayne, guys, get us to 20k club maybe soon, man. You don't need an autograph, fam. We're normal guys, bro. We're normal guys.
Yeah, let's just go get a pint sometime. That's fine by me.
Yeah, man. None of that stuff, man. Imagine, what did you just say? Imagine that Chelsea player of the year that didn't deserve it. Hey, that happened last year too. Who won it last year in Kovacic, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Kovacic.
Yeah, he don't like Kovacic or Jorginho. He just as dislikes and.
Kovacic, I can understand more than Willian getting it. Willian's been the biggest scam artist of the last generation. I genuinely, I rate the hustle, man, because he keeps falling upwards. and he keeps getting credit, which is just so undeserved. But fair play to the guy.
I
I
mean, they
can't hate
gave
the hustle.
both. I watched Havertz. I watched Kovacic. I watched Reece James in certain positions
Mm.
against Leicester, and they were afraid to take passes. Forward. I can't blame it fully on confidence. I don't know why. I just can't blame it fully on confidence.
It's either confidence or his tactics. It's one or the other.
Both.
Because you know what the players, you know the quality of the players. Like if Havertz can see a pass, he'll make the pass, unless he's been told not to or he doesn't have the confidence to believe in himself. Like I was seeing players making a lot of runs in the centre area of the pitch, and
That's what I'm
players
saying.
the shorter pass as an option instead.
That's what I'm saying. Look, we've got Wolves. Yeah.
Mm.
Last time you played them, they were on average form, or the games after they were on average form. But when you play against Chelsea, these man
Charity
turned
FC turns up again.
Bro.
Have you seen their form before that Chelsea game
That's
and
what I'm
after that
saying.
Chelsea game? We're the only team they've beaten, you know. Like
Bro.
Charity FC will turn its head again, and you already know. Losing to the worst Arsenal team in 50 plus years. Fucking Man City going 3-0 up in 20 minutes at our ground. Fucking Leicester scoring from their first corner in 106 attempts. Charity FC, you already know. I hate to say it. I want to be optimistic. I have nothing to be optimistic. I have nothing to hold on to right now.
Bro, listen, I don't mind losing against certain teams in it, but when we lost against that Arsenal team, that for me was just
embarrassing.
that was something else, man. I didn't really speak to a lot of people about it because it was a massive L that night, innit? But I don't know about you. You must have got bare stick about it.
Mm-hmm. Because I was so confident because I actually believed in my team that they could beat a relegation side. Because that was all the teams we were beating going into that game. And now look at it. This comment here as well. One of the guys on the Blue Balls podcast said it perfectly. We're playing a team that benefits Mason Mount at the detriment of 8 other players in our squad.
Yeah. Monster was saying that as well. I mean, I didn't deep it like that, but
It's facts though. Any other squad, any other formation, I don't think Mason Mount makes a team.
no facts. I mean, if another manager comes in, Mount playing. I don't think so.
All depends on the system, because still, to his credit, what a player. For someone who has been overplayed as much as he has been overplayed, he's done a really good job for himself this season.
No, he
But
has.
same way, play a 4-2-3-1, he don't make the team. Play a 4-2-2-2, he don't make the team. Any other formation you think of, unless it's a 3-man midfield, I don't see how he makes the team.
Look, man, we've got an instant one here. Havertz better up his game, or Loftus-Cheek will make him warm the bench. What? Really?
I mean, Loftus-Cheek is coming into good form, but we're not going to overhype him like that.
That's what I'm saying. We got it too much.
He's going to come back to Chelsea, and we might end up sending him on loan again. And I wouldn't mind that. No, because he needs to get back to being at his best. And again,
he sent shots though.
Regularly at his best.
He sent shots though about Sarri giving him the real confidence. I don't know if you read it about.
Yeah, good. I hope those Yadars are choking on their Stella. The more Sarri quotes pop up because.
But he's boying Lampard.
Kante has now backed Sarri and said, "I enjoyed my football the most under Maurizio Sarri." Even though half of you fucking alkies were sitting there and saying that it's not his natural position and that he hates playing there because you just listen to whatever any pundit on BBC Match of the Day will tell you. Then you got fucking Loftus-Cheek, who everyone slandered Sarri at the start of his season for because he said Ruben Loftus-Cheek doesn't do enough in the defensive phase. And now he's coming up and saying Sarri's a reason why he developed so much as a player. Dickheads. Every single one of you that hounds him out at the club, you are fucking dickheads, all of you. I don't give a shit, man. Because it's the reason why we're here where we are now. He left because he was homesick. He would have stayed a bit more if the fans liked him and would have backed him. But they didn't. And now they're all screaming, trust the process and back Frank Lampard. I will only listen to you if you weren't Sarri out. If you were Sarri in and now you're saying trust the process with Frank Lampard, cool. You're consistent. If you're not, you're a dickhead. You can fuck off. I'm not listening to you and your agenda-driven BS.
Fam, I remember the game.
Like Frankie Lampard, and that's it.
Fam, I remember the game after Bournemouth when we lost like what 3 or 4-0 or something. It was embarrassing. Sorry, actually spoke to the fans. Sorry, spoke to the fans and took the LG. Like he took it and apologized.
It was more like the fans just where the tunnel was, where the players go out onto the coach.
Yeah, because most man won't even say anything.
It's a tiny ground, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never been there. How many times have you been there?
Twice, 3 times. It's a small ass ground. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if where the fucking coach is, there's a bunch of empty space or something. It'd be easy for fans to get to him. So it's not like he spoke to the fans. It's more like angry fans are probably there waiting for him.
Waiting.
Yeah, exactly that.
How long is Bournemouth?
What?
How far is it?
Not that far, to be honest. Like hour or 2 trip. I like going down to the South Coast clubs because it's a much shorter trip than going up north.
I thought it was like fucking 4 hours.
You say I was sorry out and I'm Frank out. Cool. I respect the consistency. Be consistent on your points. Exactly that as well. Big up Alex too. Love G.
No, our best friend is just.
I tell you what, Alex, you should be on YouTube. I can't lie. You are so well spoken on your points. You really should be getting a YouTube channel out quickly, man. I know for a fact I'd listen, and I'll jump on your lives anytime. You already know, man. But yeah, get that soon, man.
Oh man, look, there's a lot of channels out there, man. I'm quite big fans of them. It's different to see different opinions, really, instead of the same old boring bias. No comment on other people, obviously, but yeah. Frank got heat today. Yes, we know. At least Sorry blamed himself. Yes, we said that as well. Where's Father? I actually don't know where Father. He was busy with Sammy on bluesfanstv earlier.
Oh, was it Sammy who was doing that live?
Yeah, man, and he used my same thumbnail as well. The snake when I catch him.
Do you know how many people I've seen using that thumbnail though? I can't lie. There's someone on Twitter who made that. Had to be.
That's my boy. He makes the thumbnails for me every video.
Oh really?
Yeah.
We're shameless. I love it. Absolutely shameless.
And then Sammy jumps on it. This guy's a clown. Anyway, do you think we'll beat Wolves and Burnley next week? No, I don't. I genuinely don't.
I'll tell you what. Burnley screams such a shit house.
But can you imagine 0-0? Can you imagine 0-0 and then Barnes scoring?
Yes, I really could. Because they'll put everyone in the middle and force us to spam crosses. So yes, I could see that. That's why
both losses.
Like even Luton, I'm sitting there and I'm like, and imagine I'm feeling this about fucking Luton and Burnley, man. Are you serious?
Wolves as well. We have to make sure we get Wolves, man. We have to get revenge for that game, bro. We have to.
So, yeah, but the question is, will we? Like, Wolves will fancy their chances. We're the only team they've beaten in like 2.5 months.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to Conor Gallagher coming back from loan. Who said he's coming back?
He's talking about the end of the season.
Sorry?
He's talking about the end of the season.
Nah, he ain't coming back, man. If we can't even get Loftus-Cheek coming back like that, how are we going to bring him back, man? Why don't I join bluesfanstv on? It's the second time. But Lewis told me not to come on. He said I'm banned from the channel, so I can't go on the channel, G.
Don't worry, I'm banned. Now there's no excuse.
It was that Dan Smile that landed Lampard the job. That dance.
Answering 30 reasons why memes and shit. I can't be arsed.
I really think Lampard is not going to turn it around. Jose Mourinho's son, David Sola, or Cesc Fabregas's nephew, please let me know why you think he's not going to turn it around.
Fair play. I just realised that's his surname too.
Come on. No midfielder in Chelsea has swagger like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. If he didn't get injured, he'll be starting over cover Havertz. Watch out next season. It's a big shout, my friend.
Forcing the first team to play some stupid friendly a week before the Europa League final. I respect the message behind it. Big up the fight against anti-Semitism and everything like that. I'll always back that. but not a week before the Europa League final. It made no sense. No sense to do that shit. Do it the week afterwards or something, and cool. They can play around for like 90 minutes. That's fine. Not when they're all still trying to justify their spot for a Europa League final position. Don't make.
I do understand that 1 week before as well, G. I'm not gonna even say anything about that because we were all stressed about that, fam. Because he was just coming back as all scoring goals. He's taking the mic, by the way. He's taking the mic. He's taking the mic. Don't fall for it.
No, I was trying to think you would fall for it.
Nah, I'm not gonna fall for it, fam. I put it up there because I want to.
Fair play, man. Fair play. That one was a decent.
I've seen Robbie and that get. I've seen Robbie and that get trolled, isn't it? I've seen Robbie and that get trolled, isn't it?
Robbie's one is hilarious. I'm sure half the time he must be saying it on purpose.
Powerless. Oh, who's in Powerless's DP?
That's Rangers.
Oh, I'm bare blind, fam. I'm bare blind. Lampard actually has an obsession with Mount. I get he's a great player, but playing him every single game for the full 90, he'll be burnt out in 2 years at this rate. I 100% agree with that, man. Mike, my friend, about time you've joined. The first stream you've joined in like 5 years, my friend. We need to do a video on your channel very soon. I do promise it. This guy is on Facebook with proper huge community from his country, fam. I need to jump on that. You need to jump on it as well, Lewis, man. Both of us.
Come, I'll back it.
Word of advice: don't spend too much money just to open FIFA 21 packs. What the hell, man? This guy spends money.
Ultimate Team. I don't touch that shit game. It saved my life. Seasons, pro clubs, those are goated. Fuck Ultimate Team, man.
How much you buy? How much you buy the game for? I bought it for £32 on Black Friday.
Nah, I bought it the day it came out. I'm shameless, but I'm not touching Ultimate Team. Never.
I can't buy that game full price, fam. I've never bought it full price in my life. And you're on Xbox as well, mate.
Be patient. Because EA is just a massive scam anyway, so that's cool. Be patient. Patient.
EA takes
all your money. I'm just saying, the one thing you do, don't buy Ultimate Team. Don't ever play an Ultimate Team game. Fuck Ultimate Team.
Yeah. Chelsea's my favourite club in the EPL. That's why I'm here. Oh, big up, man. I swear Rangers and Chelsea are best Chelsea friends anyway.
Alliance. Come on.
Yeah. I bought FIFA 21 for £80.
He got the Ultimate Edition.
He bought the Championship Edition or Ultimate Edition, didn't it?
Yeah, bro. You must have.
Bro, how are you spending £80 on that game? You might as well donate 79p to me, fam, rather than paying £80 for that, fam.
Yeah, you know drop a donation.
We've already won the league, so I don't have much to do. Yeah, I agree. Rangers, man. You lot. About time.
Have they?
Probably.
I haven't been checking.
Steve Gerrard. He slipped on it.
Yeah, 10 points to Celtic. Yeah, that's dumb.
I pick Zabacosta. No, I'm joking.
James has never scored that goal against Karabakh. He's dusted.
That's what I'm saying. Paulus, congratulations on the league. Gerrard is a much better manager than Lampard. We eating, bro. Sounds delicious.
Lampard should have gone second. Oh, I've just finished, but I was having chicken curry. Absolutely needed. I feel energized again. Let's do this.
Well, you need jerk chicken as well, G.
That's been a while since I've had that too. I can't lie.
Trust.
That's been a minute.
Lewis might cut your hair while you asleep if you continue.
Only if you'll cut my hair while I'm asleep too. Then we can have fresh trims for the next live.
Trust me. I think Lampard should join the Lone Army. Come on, man. I know you hate. Hey, JM.
If we did that, if we sacked him, it would basically be a loan deal anyway, because he will come back in a few years.
Trust, so I don't know. Alright, JM, if you want to jump on the stream, shout me. Father as well, shout me. And drop your question, guys. Keep liking the video, keep subscribing, keep hitting the bell notification. Lewis, how long you got on the stream, bro? So I know.
10:30 max and we're good.
Say no more. So guys,
yeah, like I was calm. You already know me.
Keep asking a question, you lot, man. Let me see what you lot saying. I had potato wedges and chicken with barbecue sauce. I had firecracker.
Oh, I ain't had that.
Yeah, you gotta have that still. It's a bit hot though. I don't know if you like hot food like that.
Nah, we'll bring up anything to the test. I don't mind. I'm not like I'll conquer any sort of spice. Like there'll be a point where I'm like, nah, fuck this. This is too much. I'm just eating fire at this point. But nah, I can back heat. I can back a
You
bit of
sure?
spice.
Because I'm
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
proper
yeah,
heat.
yeah.
I'm not talking about a ting of heat like boom. I'm talking about proper go to your throat, G, and nose. And for
Alright, we'll give it a go, innit? We'll see what it says.
what we got here? Frank Lampard should go. If he cares, we need to chill. Oh no, man. We just said we don't want him, bro. I
Mm.
told you come on the stream and tell me why, G. You can't be typing all the time, bro. What do you think of Kai and his Chelsea career? Do you think he will succeed? Yes, give the boy time.
Yeah,
Give the boy
Kai
time.
Havertz, like I'm not judging based off 6 months. I'm also not judging with anything that happens while Lampard's at the wheel. I'm gonna wait till we have an actual manager here, and then we'll see what's happening with Kai Havertz. But right now, nah. Let's chill on him a
You got
little
to
bit.
deep it though. Like he's changed country. He
Mm.
had COVID. He's a young guy. Fam, he's younger than me. Like,
Exactly, and he's having to adapt to a new league and everything like that. Like I've got
come
no
on.
reason. Timo Werner as well, other than at least some of the finishes, because his conversion rate does absolutely reek, and his first touch needs to improve. But it's all confidence. It's all confidence with half of these players.
Yeah. Do you ever think that Fernando Torres was ever going to be the best signing for Chelsea? Why did you think it never worked out? Jose Mourinho says Fabregas's nephew. Look, Fernando Torres, I don't know if Lewis agrees with me or not, but before he joined Chelsea, there was that game he had against United where they destroyed United away from home. He destroyed Vidic. I don't know if you remember that game, and he scored. That game, he had a few injections before that game, and I felt like his game was finished from there. Like he lost a yard in pace. He didn't look like the same guy. You know, when he first came to Liverpool, he was doing bits. Like the way he moved with the ball and everything, he was fantastic. But I didn't see that at Chelsea. But regardless, I'm just happy that he got our first call on the Champions League final and we won the Champions League.
Yeah, like with Torres, his overall time at Chelsea wasn't a flop. Definitely wasn't a flop. Like even the 12-13 season, he got over 20 goals in the season for us. So definitely wasn't a flop as a player. It's just once you incorporate the price tag into it, definitely was a flop. Did he get like 11 league goals for us in his entire time at Chelsea or something like that?
Something like that, man. It
Yeah,
was
like
quite bad.
all due respect to Fernando Torres, but like he's like the best flop we had. If we're gonna look at it
Best
like
out of the flops. Yeah, I get what you
yeah,
mean.
best of a bad bun. When you compare him to people like Bakayoko, people like Shevchenko, people like Alvaro Morata, people like Kepa, yeah, best of a bad bunch by a mile. Like Fernando Torres leaves me with a really he doesn't leave me with such a bad taste in my mouth compared to other players. Because at least with Torres, the man tried. Like
Yeah,
Morata,
yeah,
he didn't try
100%.
for shit. The guy would just walk and stand around the pitch for 90 minutes and start freezing his bollocks off half the time. Torres would actually try and make something of himself. It's just Werner will remind me a lot of Torres
Yeah.
because he tries, he gets involved in link-up play, he can set up a few assists, he can also get himself in great positions a lot of the time. Just the finishing absolutely reeks right now. And Torres had a lot worse quality of misses than Timo Werner did. Werner had like 50-50, he should have scored. Other 50-50 is what it is. Torres was like 70% where it's like, fucking hell, you could have buried that man. But also with him, once he got that first goal, it was a different Fernando Torres. Like you saw the old Torres as soon as he scored. It's just until he scored, he was just an absolute bum. That was the big difference.
100, 100. We've got Father on the stream. Bruv, why are you spending bare money on FIFA, G?
What FIFA?
FIFA 21.
What do
You're
you mean,
telling me
what
you're
FIFA?
buying.
Like you're buying FIFA 20 Ultimate Team points as well.
I
Bro,
know, it's addicted now. That's the
come
problem.
on. Like, you shouldn't be
Get off
spending
that
money on
game,
that.
man. Do you know how much money you're burning on that shit? Ultimate Team
I'm
is
too addicted. Sorry about that.
You
you
shouldn't be
gotta get
spending
off
money
that,
on that,
man.
bro.
When you start raging out over FIFA games, it's only Ultimate Team that will cause you to do that, not seasons. I ain't been beefing over seasons in years because I can accept being piped if I lose a game because I don't feel like I've been bullshitted out of it. If the player's better than me, I will firm it. when I've been spamming like 20 shots on target all game and it gets saved by Jack Butland, only for Adama Traore to run ahead of me in the 78th minute and get a 1-0 winner. Then I'm going to start breaking controllers because that's just pissing me off. But you only get that on Ultimate Team, not on Seasons.
Fam, Father, are you good at FIFA or are you average?
A little bit. Not that good like
Are
Lewis.
you Xbox or shitty PlayStation?
Hey, yo, don't disrespect PS4, bro.
Yeah, PS4.
I'm not
PS4.
disrespecting it. I'm only saying facts. Xbox is clear of that fraud console. And
I
we
think
all
Lewis
know.
beat me though. Not gonna lie. I'm really like average, bang average.
Yeah, that's like me as well. If you're banging, you'll pipe me. If you're not banging, I'll give
no,
you
seriously.
shit, I'll
No,
pipe you.
seriously. You beat me, 100%.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I won't get too overly gassed because
So
last
why,
time I did
so
look
why would you
bad
pay
on
so much money on FIFA if you're not that good?
I'll play pro and why? Why not? The Ultimate Team is so addictive though. To be fair.
I know, but you gotta practice on normal online mode, man, and then go
So
play
you
that.
gotta get off Ultimate Team, man.
You gotta get off
Ultimate
it, man.
Team is a cancer.
It's fake, man. Don't fall for that, man.
Every single player gets given a bumped up card for what? So everyone can have a banging team, and then everyone can just sweat. Like Ultimate Team, you also see the same sorts of goals get scored game in and game out. Like wankers that will run the ball to the byline and then pass one across the face of goal just for an easy tap in, or your dreaded sweaty goals, or corners. To be honest, corners are a madness this year on FIFA. So I can already imagine them guys like Benteke and Giroud and shit like that must be overpowered as hell.
My days, man.
Also, apparently everyone's just spamming counter-attacking, so I can imagine Timo Werner must be the most irritating player to play against.
Jesters, man. You play FIFA on PC, bro. That's a new one. That's a new one for me.
I can't even think of any slander for that. Fair play, mate.
I can't imagine FIFA on PC, G. Guys, drop in your questions because we will end it in about 12-13 minutes time. Just as if you want to come on as well, let me know. Just DM me on Twitter. But drop your questions in, please. Stefan, we've already answered this about Frank Lampard's press conference and his reaction. Apologies about that. What mic is that? It's not a special mic, man. It's Marantz Professional. It's about £40 on Amazon. It's not all that.
I literally just got this condenser mic coming just before my first live because my other mic was fucking up on me and I was thinking, shit, am I fucked my content? And imagine, as soon as I thought that, I heard a knock at the door and this package arrived.
Oh, I love that.
Coming in clutch, man. Big up Amazon. Those are the real ones. Everyone's been complaining about the last month or two. Those are the real G's.
100%, man. 100%. Let's pray that Chelsea qualify for Europa. You mentioned Europa.
I'm good, you know. If we're not making top 4, go 10th. Like, I don't even give a shit about the banter and everything. Go 10th. I don't want Europa League again. What's the point of stat padding another competition again? We really don't.
You either finish top 4 or you don't come in Europa League places. I don't want to see Europa League at all.
What? Europa Conference League, another trophy to stat pad. Someone said it, innit? Not me.
No, man.
But
Just as
I agree with whoever said it, but I didn't say it.
Just as how are you, my friend?
Big up yourself, man. How are you?
What's going on? It's my
You
first
good, yeah?
time on stream with Lewis, man. I feel honored.
That's my first time on stream with you, man. How you been?
I'm just living. LIVIN, man.
As long as you're living, like, we can't ask for much more because it really could be much worse.
We're not there yet. 2021 is just getting started.
I know, but the way this year's moving, man, I mean, it's looking like 2020 part 2. And I don't want to say that.
Yeah. It's getting worse in UK, fam. 100,000 deaths, G. Like, it's crazy, man.
There's a question about Mendy.
Better, but, like, I have no reason to trust this government ever again, to be honest.
There's a question about Mendy. Donnarumma free next summer. That's a once in a lifetime signing. Yeah, that one.
Yes,
Just as
they'll put too much pressure on him as soon as he joins. They expect him to be the finished article, and he's nowhere near the finished article. I'd take Donnarumma, except maybe the what's his name, Mino Raiola tax, because we know that's going to be a pain in the arse as well.
No,
As a goalkeeper, quality goalkeeper, but I like Edouard Mendy too, but I'm also starting to see a few errors in his game. Like, it's only little stuff to nitpick on, but you already knew as well with Edouard Mendy, like, he's going to be a good goalkeeper, but you didn't ask for a world-class goalkeeper. You asked for anything that was better than Kepa.
Kepa.
So we got
Yeah.
Edouard Mendy as a response. He's a good goalkeeper. Saved us in the Leicester City game because it could have been 5 or 6-0 if it weren't for him. But
Yeah.
we have been seeing a few errors in his game. I can't lie, him at the near post is looking really suspect. And that's been a glaring error for the last few games as well. Him playing out the back too is not the strongest, but I don't think he was brought in to play the ball out from the back. That's more the reason why we brought in Kepa, because he was better on his feet, and then even that devolved, to be honest. But if we're talking about Mendy, like, I think more eyes should pop to the goalkeeping coach, because we've seen 3 different goalkeepers regress at Chelsea, and they've all been under the same goalkeeping coach, Mario. So
Flipping no, fam.
blame shouldn't be put on Mendy. We should be looking at the man who's coaching him, because that's the same reason why Kepa went off a cliff. Like, Kepa's been a terrible goalkeeper for the last year and a bit, but it's not been because it's Kepa. Like, first 18-19 Kepa was brilliant, had a couple errors in his game, but he was still a good goalkeeper. You could see a little sense of, like, maybe you think he's becoming like a De Gea or something like that, where he's having his first season, which is a bit of a blip, and he's just going to get better and build off of that. Now it's looking like that first season was his best season for us, and that was a good season and everything. But he's just fallen apart the second season. And here's the thing: I know his numbers were never really that amazing, and we really did get bent over by Athletic Bilbao for him. But same way, it's like, how are you letting a professional goalkeeper become this bad to the point where his save percentage is becoming laughable? The 4th worst in Europe last season. In the entirety of Europe, not the top 5 leagues, every European league. He was the 4th worst.
Yeah. That was...
How did that player get to that? Our defense was filled with mistakes and everything. We were still only having 1 shot on target per game conceded, or 2 shots on target, or 3. But we were conceding 1 or 2 or 3 goals compared to every shot on target.
Every shot, yeah. That was
So
a
how
nightmare.
did a goalkeeper fall that low?
Coach. I mean, just as what's your thoughts on Mendy overall and Donnarumma? Probably signing a new contract, I believe, anyway. But just your overall view.
He'll never be world class. He'll always be a tier below that. There's a reason.
Mendy.
Yeah, Mendy will.
Okay, yeah, cool.
There's a reason that it took so long for him to play professional football. I know some of it has to do with where he's from, possibly.
Senegal.
Yeah, Senegal. It could be that that was a reason, but it's usually not. You're not going to find a diamond in the rough at his age. It's very rare. So he's going to be a good goalkeeper, but if you're talking, what does Chelsea need to get to that next level? You want world class. You want top 10 goalkeepers in the world need to be at Chelsea Football Club.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, and you're not going to get that from Mendy. So if you look at Donnarumma, he has the potential to be there. Yes, he's not there yet. Who is at 22?
Exactly.
Article then.
Do you think he'll get given the patience as a result of it, though? Because the one thing we had with Chelsea was that you could always believe in the goalkeeper. Like, the goalkeeper was always solid, be it Cech, be it Courtois. Further back, Carlo Cudicini as well. He was solid at his time at Chelsea too. But now it's the first time where we've gone through a significant amount of years and we've had an average goalkeeper. So it's like, if we're going to bring Donnarumma in, I'm happy with that if we can sort it out and, like, we ain't got any issues with Mino Raiola and everything like that. But is the fans going to give him that patience as well? If he goes for a few games having a few errors, are we going to sit there and think, oh shit, we got another Mendy, we got another Kepa? Or are we going to give him the patience for that? Because if we bring Donnarumma, we've been calling for Donnarumma for years. So if we bring him in, everyone's going to think he's a finished article already, and he's nowhere near that.
Well, I think that's just like any player we're going to bring in, any manager we're going to bring in. You're always going to get haters. There's always going to be that person whose person or who likes somebody else, but we didn't get that person. We're starting over the other person. That's one of my big themes have been is agendas. People let their agendas come before the club's good, the best for the club. So Donnarumma is an upgrade to Mendy. But there'll be some people say, "Oh no, he's not going to be better than Mendy." So when he makes mistakes, be like, "See, I told you he wasn't going to be better than Mendy." You're always going to get that. It doesn't matter who comes in. You could have Oblak come in, and Mendy fans will be like, "Oh, why did you need Oblak? You had Mendy." Yeah, it's just,
Yeah,
you
you know what?
that.
Yeah, I do hear that. I do think it's a case of dropping agendas, but it's also because we've been a very spoilt fan base, especially for trophies. If we go back to back years without trophies, I'm low key thinking you're going to get a bit more of a panic around the fan base as well, because, or especially, there's a bit of speculation to it because it also depends on what manager's at the role. If it's Frank Lampard, I think from the match going fans, you still have that bit of patience for him. But if we sack Frank Lampard and you bring another manager in, if anything, that new manager's going to come in with twice the pressure because any mistakes he has, like you said, people are going to say, why did we bring in Nagelsmann? Why did we bring in Tuchel? We could have just stuck with Frank Lampard as well.
Yeah.
It depends on the... Yeah, can I say that again?
I said you can't please everybody all the time. I mean,
Well,
it's
that's
just,
Yeah, basically that. I'm not against Donnarumma either. I think with Edouard Mendy, how much are we signing for? Is it 20-something million?
30, I think it's 30 something.
30 million.
30?
30
No,
No,
million
it must be
euros.
under that. It was under that, man. It wasn't over.
30
It wasn't
euros,
30.
30 mil euros at least.
I think it was like 27 million pounds or
Yeah,
25
27.
million pounds or
I
something
thought
like
it was
that.
the mid-20s. I was going to be as a number two. I wouldn't have anything against Edouard Mendy. Like that would be a great option. But I do think you also need a similar sort of goalkeeper for him too.
People
80
saying
million,
18
yeah,
and
perfect.
people saying 18,
Nothing
20.
against
I thought it was that as well. I thought it was that
Yeah,
as well.
that's fine for me as a number two. That's perfect.
There might have been add-ons on that as well.
Yeah.
So it might go a higher.
Oh, like bonuses and stuff.
There could be. So
This guy's in
yeah. Okay. Well, Marina, like I said, when Marina starts negotiating, that's why women are the best salespeople, is because when you're in front of a man, the blood leaves the big head, goes to the small head, and you get whatever you want.
This guy, man. This guy is true. Just
That's
as man.
Marina's moving bare seductive in the negotiation room, man. That's mad.
I'm
Marina
telling
is a
you,
masterclass.
I did outside sales, and the women would always run circles around my numbers because beautiful woman walks in, men are going to do whatever they want. Come on,
We are a shameless gender. Absolutely
it is
shameless.
what it is, man. That's why Marina's the right person to go get Nagelsmann if we want Nagelsmann. Because the Germans, you know how uptight they are.
Yeah, but that's been the biggest thing for Nagelsmann as well, because we've been speaking about go get Nagelsmann in the summer, and half the time I'm thinking, well, what necessarily gives us the right to just go out there and get Nagelsmann? Why would Nagelsmann come to us?
I think he would because it's the Premier League, and every manager wants to do it at the biggest level.
I know, but same way he's building something good at
Over there.
Like I'm just looking at the table. They're the closest challengers to Bayern, and they're only 4 points behind them. Who's going to leave us to a 8th place Chelsea potentially? Like depending on where we finish.
Well, again, they get rid of all their good players every year. I mean, they're a sell-on club, just like
Southampton
is. They sold on Timo. They're going to sell on Upamecano. So,
But
they bring people in to replace him, but at some point you're like, well, can I just keep my players to win the league?
I know, but same way as well. You're saying that. I get that they were a selling club on the way to being the club they are at now. Now they're a team that are title contenders. They're a team challenging for titles. That should be enough of a pull power to keep your players, especially when it's the bond of the players that they have now. It's a very young group of players that are all growing together, which means they all should have amazing chemistry together as well. So I could get them being a selling club 5 years, 3 years, even last season with Timo Werner. Cool. But now at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they try and hold on to their assets a bit more, because now they're at the point where they're building something, even in spite of selling their best players. They've got to this point. So now they're probably in a place where they have more power, where they can keep these players.
Well, it's also the RB system, the Red Bull system. They have RB Salzburg. They have RB New York, Red Bull New York. So they have like a minor league system that they move. They have a system set. They run the same types of systems through all their clubs, so they can, when the manager moves on, they have somebody to come in and replace them, and it doesn't change.
I mean, that's a very good squad setup, to be honest. That is a very good. I mean, I'm not saying anything in a way that I don't want to do it. Like, Nagelsmann is my number one option if we can go and get going. It's just, I'm not so sure that we should all be moving like we are guaranteed to get him. That's my only
guaranteed. I just said, whatever you got to do to go get him, make the effort.
Exactly.
Send
pay him with
Marina
money.
With bags of money in a short skirt and a drop down top. Boom. Let's go.
Hey, just as funny, too funny, man. Look, we're gonna have to end it here, sadly. Our stream. Father, I know you're busy on FIFA.
I don't mind. Like, I've got to jump off, but you lot can keep going if you need to.
I got to jump off as well, man. Unfortunately, it's 10:30. It's past my bedtime. I go to sleep early nowadays.
Yeah, I gotta go fix a steak. So,
are you working now, Justus?
No, I'm off on Fridays. Friday, Saturday.
Oh yeah, Fridays you're off. You're lucky, man. You're 4 days a week, bro. You're lucky,
4
man.
days at 10 hours a day.
That's all right. I prefer that. I do that right now. I do that every day. Yeah, I do that right now.
Babysitting kids or babysitting adults that act like kids.
Babysit what?
Fair enough.
I'm a teacher, so.
Oh, fair play. I want that.
Yeah. I mean, look.
I teach adults, so they,
Yeah. Yusuf.
You prefer teaching adults than kids, to be honest. At least the adults have moved right.
You would think that, right?
Okay, so it's not the same. It's not the same. All right, cool.
Lewis, Yusuf was asking you wake up late, right? You don't believe me. I tell you, man, you wake up late, fam.
I wake up at like 3 p.m., 4 p.m. I set up my script for whatever live I'm doing. I go do the live, jump on who else's live wants me on for the day, and then I'm done.
And then you're 3 a.m.?
3 a.m. as usual. AC Prop will run on the timeline as per usual because the Danish needs way more respect than the fan base gives him, in my opinion.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Danish Maldini and Andreas Christensen, a great squad player for the team. Like I will say, it is not serious, but I do think he's a great squad player for the side, as opposed to half of the Chelsea fan base who think he's just a fairy for no reason, even though I think he's a better centre-back than Rudiger is.
I actually think that if we go to a 4-2-2-2, you should put AC in the Matic position and put Conte beside him. Have him in CDM.
I've heard people say that. In the 4-2-3-1 position as well, if we go back to it, they'd want him as a DM next to N'Golo Kante as well. Him or Zuma, but Zuma turning, I'm not good. I'd rather go for AC.
Zuma against Ajax when you went past everyone. Oh,
yeah,
so
I like him, but he ain't got that mobility about him. Like I could trust Andreas Christensen more on the ball.
AC plays that for Denmark, though. That's where he plays usually.
What? They play him as a DM?
Yeah. They play him as DM.
Wait, so what about Højbjerg then? Can he play two together or what?
They might. I've seen him play, but I don't think Højbjerg was playing that game that I saw him. So he might play there
when he's not playing.
When they don't have Højbjerg or depending on what formation they play. But I've seen him play CDM.
I'm just hoping he benches Højbjerg every game because that's just beautiful material. I might have to check that. I need to check Denmark's latest games now.
Yeah. Well, look, guys, unfortunately, I want to have to end it now. I'm sure we'll do a stream again soon, Father, just as always. I'll probably invite you lot tomorrow anyway because it's the FA Cup. I don't know if we're going to win. We might lose. Oh, it's on Sunday. Sorry, it's on Sunday. Apologies.
It's on Sunday.
So it's an early kickoff, just as for you. It's about 2 a.m.? No, 4 p.m.? 4 a.m.?
7 a.m.
No, 4 a.m.
He's different, isn't it?
He's 8 hours.
I'm 6 hours now. I'm in Texas, so I
was
in
moved?
Arizona, so I'm in Texas now. So 2 hours.
6 a.m. then.
I
used to get up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock to watch Chelsea play. But
yeah, I mean, I respect that.
This is why you gotta respect the grind. Half the match going fans are absolute arseholes about fans around the world. And
I'm not going to comment about that.
Waking up at 4, 5 a.m. That's a madness.
That's crazy, man. I don't think I could do that.
Grind, man. I really respect that.
I used to do it for a preseason too. I'd wake up in preseason that early if I had to watch them.
Yeah, I was awake at night at those times, especially when they're in Japan and that. Definitely, I was awake. Lewis was probably awake all day for that one as
Yeah, I
well.
was probably about to go to sleep by that point, knowing me.
That's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, just as father will probably talk soon. Lewis,
Absolutely.
look, man, Lewis, I'm telling you, you gotta jump on the streams because I'm getting Monster and you on the streams as well, man. Weekly
Yeah,
thing.
come, we'll do that. I was going to ask if you're about tomorrow for a stream as well.
Shout me, man. Shout me.
Yeah,
Shout
probably
me.
6 or 7 or something, but I'll shout you.
Shout me, man. Azad, shout out to you. Thank you very much for all the support, people. Like the video as always. Subscribe, all that good stuff. We're streaming every single day. Check out my channel. Check out carefreelewis G. Hit 20k as well, and you'll be seeing
Damn
Justice
right.
and Father on the stream as well, man. You guys, peace.
Peace.